As we can have it hanging. Hi, Kara.
Hello, good morning.
You guys can't see that. Right? Board. Love, what are you doing? We're gonna go scuba dive. Right? Oh shoot, so we're gonna take you guys scuba diving. Okay. I got the shell. I got the flippers. Oh, the mask. That's super important. I don't know where that. Okay. Hi guys, sorry. So we did start the live at a later point than we normally would, just because we're pretty much ready to go. So instead of having to watch us get ready for the last couple of minutes, we're actually gonna go now. You can see we already have our kits on, everything's connected. It looks freaking gorgeous out, so we're hoping for a really good dive today, guys. Whoop, whoop. We are just starting, and we're rushing to the water because we've actually already been wearing our kits for a few minutes, so our tanks and all this weight and everything. So if you guys didn't know, we're all super buoyant in the water. So whenever we have all this weight on us, like so, we're kind of like running to get in the water. Alright. Oh, B, it's cold.
Okay,
Oh.
we should go in.
Okay.
Heavy.
Heavy? Oh. Nice waves. Oh, that's my mask. I gotta get this in the water. Oh no. Hi guys, sorry I'm kind of ignoring you. I'm not. We're here. It's just we're trying to get out in the water. Into the water. And thanks, Kara, for being here. We are just starting, Sandy. Give us a minute, guys. We have a little bit of wave action. Oh, it's cold.
You want your pen?
Yeah, in a sec.
Here, I'll hold it.
Oh,
I have to.
okay. You got this?
Very good. There's some waves coming in, so we gotta get our fins on. Super level. Oh, dang. These sets are.
For a second, right?
These sets are kind of building.
We got wetsuits on.
Be careful. Come out here this way a little bit.
Oh.
Come this way.
I'm sorry, I didn't agree.
Alright. Alright, guys. Thanks for bearing with us. Waves were a little bigger than we were anticipating. Again, these aren't big waves. These aren't like crazy surfing waves. But when we get those like little 2-ish, 3-foot swells, they really don't look big, but the problem is we have all this gear on, so we're very unbalanced. Woo! Woo! Hi, Kara. Welcome, everybody. Hello, hello. Hey, B. There's something. I can't see. I would like to put my mask on. Okay.
Give me a look.
Yeah, it's right there. Maybe 15 feet in front of us. Sorry for the beeping, you guys. It's you see, not, is it murky? All right. There's something right over there. It was chasing the fish. I saw its shadow, so it's probably a little shark or something.
Here. Hold that. mask on? Nope. Brittany likes to donate her sunglasses to the ocean.
No, I do not. Can you just remind
Maybe just
me
like
when you service to get them?
Yeah, just attach them.
I can't.
I'll attach them.
Just keep your eye out right here. It wasn't big.
Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't. I saw it
Okay.
though.
Oh, okay.
So it's a big hunting fish or a small shark.
Is that your tank? Is that your tank? Alright. We're just getting ready to go out, guys. You didn't miss a thing. Brittany's getting all her masks secure so she can talk to you. Whew. It is a little murky, but we're gonna get you guys out here anyway. Alright, she's got her hand here to go.
Almost ready. A little bit murky, but
It'll be okay.
it'll be alright.
Good to go. Let's go.
I can peacefully hear the whales, and we are still really shallow. The whales are louder the deeper we go. No, we are only 12 feet underwater, getting deeper. Do you guys hear the whale? Cute little trumpet fish. Oh, look who was following us! It's Holly! We saw Holly yesterday. She is an endangered hawksbill sea turtle. Happy Turtle Thursday! She is beautiful, a very large female. Thank you, Shelby! Oh, the waves, the snow is blowing her around, too. king of the algae growth in the coral. Thank you, Rebecca. We do have a prize for our club gift. Thank you, guys. Sea turtles have a short, stumpy tail. You can't even see her. Male turtles have a larger, thicker tail. It looks really big. There's always sharks. We do not always see them. Oh, the current is really strong. Do you guys hear the whale? She's just eating. She's so hungry. A beautiful girl. Do you guys want to go out? Over? Well, we will come back. Let's go listen to the whale. Wow, conditions further out are looking good. Feet. Oh, we will get deeper. Over the reef. These are satellite reefs. Fish do not tend to be in open water. The whales are getting closer. You can hear it. there's a lot of sea urchins or iguana. Do you guys hear that? It's so loud. Oh yeah, thank you, Kara. Our giveaway show. Feet underwater. Oh, they're so close. I can feel it in my chest when they sing. Do you guys hear how close they are? this extent to look at and see a whale. We are listening to humpback whales. The louder sound, those whales are very close. We started 27 minutes ago. Oh wow, I see a beautiful horned helmet. Look at this shell. You can see the predatory snail inside. These guys love to eat starfish and sea urchins.
Oh my god.
Wow, look at this starfish! Beautiful. And this is the male prey. It's a slow hunt. Alright, gonna go a little deeper. So we are at 44 feet in depth. That's our show giveaway. Oh, they're so close. Also, hello. If you are new, make sure to follow. And we have a sea cucumber, a little smushy. So we will go back to the reef reef shortly. Just looking here in case a whale wants to say hi. No, there are not really fish in open water. They like the reef. Oh, a satellite reef. But you can see the fish do not like open water. They like their reef area. feet underwater. And wow, these whales are so close. I wish I could see further. There's a trophy star, or a cushion starfish, over here. These guys are cute. Oh yeah, you can hear a lot of whales. There are so many. A few of them are pretty close to us. Also, if you are not following us, make sure to do that for all the live underwater adventures.
Wow. Beautiful.
Oh, we are 40 feet underwater. The noise is humpback whale. I was hoping someone would say hi. Oh, thank you, customer. Okay, we are gonna head slowly to the reef. So, soak up the whale song while you can. There are two divers. We never dive alone. Another predatory snail from the auger. Beautiful. beautiful moray eel. Oh my goodness. And we have some very loud humpback whale. This is a massive undulated moray eel. Actually, he looks a little aggressive. Yeah, that is a aggressive stance. So we will keep our distance. A beautiful eel. That looks so cool. Normally they are very docile. That eel seemed a little bit agitated. Thank you for all of the support. You guys are being awesome with all the gifts and love. The whales are really close. They do come into shallow water. I have seen them in depth of 15 feet. Crazy. Beautiful cone shell. I was pointing out. Take you to pufferfish. second pufferfish we have seen today so far. Thank you for the gift, you guys. We do have a giveaway for our top gifter. These are terrific fish. This one is quite large. hope you guys are having fun diving with us. If you're new, hello. Make sure to follow the page for more dives. Really crazy how quiet it is without the whales. Much more difficult to hear them in shallow water.
sunglasses. Okay. Yeah, let me get your basket. Yeah.
Oh,
We need to get in deeper water because this is shallow as fuck.
yeah, it's shallow.
It's so shallow. We need to get in deeper water.
Sorry, I just needed to stay. I needed to stay in the shallow water to figure out where I was. Because every time you turned me, the current would just kind of turn me around, and then I'd be like, all right.
I don't know. I would turn you and you would legit like do a 180 and go the other way. I was like, okay.
Yeah, I don't.
And then I'd turn you around again.
No, I was trying to go wherever you told me to go. It's just you weren't touching me very hard. So feel this. Come here. Just come here. When I grab your tank and move you, does that seem like a ton of pressure to you?
No.
Now that's what you were doing to me, and then the current was pushing me, so I didn't know if it was you or the current moving me.
Oh, okay.
So I was just swimming in whatever direction I was being moved in, because I was like, couldn't tell if it was your hands on me or the current. But you see how it's like very hard to distinguish like what a hand is on your tank versus. So that's why I was just kind of like spinning around under there and going in like whatever direction I was getting pushed in. I'm like, okay. Oh yeah.
Oh god.
Oh god. That was so funny. Hey guys, sorry. We had a bit of a current while we were out there. It actually pushed us like further, what is that, like west, I think, than we've ever really been pushed.
That reef out there was so cool though.
Oh yeah, that reef right over there, gorgeous.
Like right after
Oh man. But we're on the south side of Maui. Sorry, I'll try and answer some of your questions now. We just have a little bit. Oh, we're almost there. Just kind of kicking back into shore. Yes, we are in Hawaii, right off the coast of Maui. So you could hear all those whales when we're out there nice and deep. I am so sorry, Bettina. I wanted nothing to do with coming back.
I know. I was very well of it.
We were.
I was like, well, we might have a long kickback.
Yeah, I was like, we're just gonna live out here in this deep water with all this whale song now. Thank you.
Dude, those whole shells are so badass. That second one.
Oh yes,
That
those
seafood
shells.
was like the biggest thing I've ever seen.
He was cool. So that was an 89-minute dive. Woo! And I still have a little bit of air left. So our dives normally last between 60 and 90 minutes on these live streams. I think Bettina and I might be able to make a scuba last longer. We weren't carrying all this stuff and attached to each other and all that good stuff. We got some fun waves. You missed it. I'm sorry, Jazz. It was actually a great dive. Today we actually focused a lot on different invertebrates and snails and shells. We found that living horned helmet snail, and its shell was huge. And then right next to it, we found a beautiful, like, velvet purple starfish. It was just so cool. We do not use a rebreather. You guys could hear me breathing the whole time we were diving. But then we found that empty horned helmet shell, and that thing was massive. It was so cool. And then, yeah, we found that auger shell, couple cone shells. Sorry, hopped off. Did the whales come out? No, we didn't see any whales. We could hear them. Some of them sounded very, 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 very close. The problem is our visibility. We could only see like 50-ish, 60 feet in front of us, maybe if we're lucky. So, I mean, the whales could have been 100 feet away, like right there, and we wouldn't know. So, the only time we see wildlife, especially the larger wildlife like that, oh my goodness, that wave just ate me, is when they come like directly up to us. And it does happen. That's why these live streams are so fun, is it's not us going out and diving every day and spending hours and hours and hours and hours diving and then taking all our cool footage, I guess that's what our content page is for, and putting it together in a little documentary for you. You guys are out there with us and you get to experience like every cool moment as it happens, so it's so fun. We gotta get in. We did just come up. It was a really long dive, you guys. It was, I think, an 88-minute long dive. Hi from Scotland. So awesome. I wanted to see a shark too. We're always, always, always looking for sharks. Uh-oh. Oh, we're out there. I'm on the shelf, huh? There was something in the water right before we descended. I saw it from the surface, but I don't think it was a shark. I actually think it was a predatory fish. We gotta get out of the water. Oh, the water was pretty intense that whole dive, you guys. Like the current, the swell. You guys saw Holly if you were there at the beginning of the dive. Our hawksbill sea turtle, she was just getting like thrown around underwater, and I actually didn't even feel comfortable hanging out next to her because of how bad the swell was. We were getting thrown around too, and I just didn't want to disturb her and get thrown into her at all. What? Is it bad?
Yeah, there's a big wave.
Oh no. Run? I'm gonna run. Is there another one? I'm out, dude. I'm not gonna die today. Hold on, guys. Let me get out to the car. And I'll actually be able to... Wait, you have the GSM, right? Yeah. Let me get out to the car and I can get my kit off all this weight, and I'll be able to kind of just sit and look at my phone for a few minutes. and answer some questions for you guys. Whew. Leg day. Yeah, you right? Oh, it burns. Okay.
6 legs, you guys.
Yeah.
6 legs, that's what we take.
Oh, breath. Whew. Oh. Okay. Oh. Okay. We have survived. That was a great dive. Oh wow. It's 2 days in a row of just like phenomenal dives. Sorry guys, we gotta get our equipment off and then I can look at the phone. Okay. And we gotta catch our breath for a sec.
Okay. Oh, here, should we hold this again?
I can do it if you want.
Okay. Said you pet it. No, there's no petting. No petting anything. I don't know what that was, but no petting. Woo. Next dive. I'm not sure. It kind of depends on conditions. And how everything's going tomorrow. We were max depth. I think Brittany was probably like about 40 feet. Were you almost?
Yeah. About at 40 feet.
Yeah, Brittany was 30, I was like 45. That's like pretty much the extent of our cable. So, that's as deep as we could. Oh, we were so hungry. They're like, are you guys hungry now? I'm like, so hungry. Yeah. I know.
An hour and a half. I'll take that. I'm gonna get the phone out of the case and answer some questions. What did you see at the end that made you freak out? I don't know. What did I see?
Freak out. We saw the eel, maybe.
We saw the eel. I didn't freak out. I make a lot of very like excited noises.
Brittany freaks out all the time.
Yeah.
Define freak out.
There were a bunch of cone shells kind of like stacked on top of each other that I was all kinds of excited about. The eel was really cool. Oh yeah, thanks, Kara. So you guys have a few more minutes. I'm gonna kind of hang out. We're gonna dive talk with you guys for 10-15 minutes. But our top gifter today, we have this really cool shell that we're gonna be giving away. This is not a native Hawaii shell, but really pretty. So we're gonna send, as long as you're in the US, you have to be in the US. But we're gonna send this and some Dive Live love to top gifter today. The vertical fish was long. Yes, that was a trumpet fish, quite large. They're really cool to look at and they're actually not that shy. So that was really cool. It was the best thing about today's dive. You guys, we were way out there. I can't even really like point out like how far we were, but we were really far. I just love getting into that deeper water and just floating there. I could just sit there and listen to the whales all day. It is bad luck. You guys saw all the shells I found today. Found some really amazing shells. I didn't take any of them. And this shell is not from Hawaii, as I said. So the shells we use for our giveaways are real shells, but they are farm-raised shells meant for eating and decoration. So none of the shells that we're going to be sending out to you in these giveaways are taken from the ocean, especially the ocean out here in Hawaii. I did point out lots and lots and lots of shells to you guys underwater. That horned helmet, that really big one, was so cool. I pointed out the auger shell and a couple cone snails. A lot of those animals were alive in those shells, and that's just so cool to see them as they're actually predatory invertebrates. Can you unclip me right here? Yes, and it is very bad luck to take lava rock from Hawaii. It is a huge no-no. Thank you, Rebecca. We've encountered lots of sharks. lots and lots. Not really at this particular dive site. There are sharks here. I have seen people post pictures of tiger sharks here not even that long ago, like within the past couple of weeks. So we do get tiger sharks here and a few other different species. I mean, it's the ocean, it's their home. They're gonna be all over the place. We are looking for sharks while we're out there, and I couldn't even tell you how many times we've been diving and live streaming and come across really large sharks and had no idea. So there's that too. Generally, if there's a shark in the area, it knows where we are, and we usually don't know where it is unless it really wants us to know. I'm missing so many questions. So we're on the south side of Maui. What would you do? There's so many questions. Another thing I wanted to talk about, it's a great question. We do not bring a weapon for the sharks, about the coral. So I was curious about this the other day as well. I do know that a lot of the reefs out here in Hawaii are in fair condition. Sorry, we're trying to get our stuff off, our clothes, all that. But keep in mind, you guys, Hawaii doesn't really have soft corals. We do not have colorful. No, it didn't.
Yep.
Why?
So it's not how fast we figure out. I don't know what it is.
How do you connect your phone via microphone underwater? Any solutions? We're just using a communication mask. So Hawaii doesn't really have colorful corals or soft corals like you guys would see in like the Great Barrier Reef. That being said, the colors that you are seeing out there, a lot of those neutral tones are actually quite normal and healthy. Does not mean the reef is in the healthiest shape it could be in. We do see a lot of dead parts to the reef, but the way we tell whether the reef is dying and or unhealthy is when you come up to the coral and you see a bunch of algae growth, and at that point the coral doesn't really look like coral, it looks more like rocks, like algae growth rocks. There is a lot of fire damage. We are not on that side of the island right now. That is going to be on the west side of the island mainly, but that has not really been cleaned up or much done for that at all. So yes, if you guys are wondering, I was looking into this the other day because I was going to do like a before and after on our page of the Hawaiian coral reefs over the decades versus now, to see like the degradation of the coral reefs. I'm sorry, I'm like mixing up my words right now. I'm like hungry. But I was looking at the reefs in the 70s out here in Maui and video of it, and it doesn't really look any different than it looks now, like here at Red Hill. Greetings from Germany. Hello. We're not going to be going back in the water today. A lot of the reefs where there are big businesses and a lot of activity, like at Black Rock or McKenna Landing, those reefs they've been very destroyed. But as far as the health of a reef like Red Hill, like this area right here, it's actually looking really good. So like I said, there are parts to it that aren't doing as well, but I feel like all the conservation efforts that we've started to do over the past few years, and everybody cleaning up and everybody being a lot more consciously aware, is making a huge difference. When will you go again, and do you ever get scared? We do get scared in the ocean all the time. We are going to try to dive tomorrow. Are you originally from Maui? I have been here pretty much my whole life. We are going to try to go out tomorrow, you guys. So there's a couple of factors that could prevent us from getting in the water. A, the weather. Our weather's really iffy right now, and we still have a couple more days of this. You can just see that wind line out there. It is brutal. It is rough. B, we've been in the water every day this week, and I know Bettina gets some congestion issues sometimes. So if that flares up at all, it did flare up for her a little bit today, and like you can tell, I get a little stuffy as well. So if we are congested at all and the weather's kind of poops, then we're not gonna get in the water tomorrow. As long as the weather's good, I told you guys, my daughter and I were gonna go out. We're gonna get you guys out on a nice, super long snorkel. So we'll go listen to the whales and see what we can see from the surface of the water on Saturday. So I'm keeping an eye on the weather for that. But I'm gonna try and keep an eye, see if you guys have any more questions. If you're not following, be sure to follow. We're gonna get you guys underwater a couple more times this week, and then of course next week. That's what we do. It was an amazing dive, Lizzo. I'm so happy about it. We are in McKenna, Maui. So we're actually south of Kihei. This is our favorite dive spot. I can breathe now. We do wreck dives not very often. The water was actually 76 degrees today. Keep in mind, most of the dives we do are going to be shore dives because they're not free, but they're cheaper and easier than a boat dive. So our lives are unique in that we are live streaming underwater. And thank you for all your gifts today, by the way.
Thank you.
We appreciate you because that really helps pay for these dives. But boats are very expensive, and that's where we're going to get out on the deeper dives and the wreck dives and stuff like that. And the other thing to keep in mind is we're live streaming, and the deeper we go, the less time we'll be able to live stream underwater. So we kind of like these like 30, 40, 50 foot dives. I'm sorry, I'm missing questions. We pay for the live streaming mostly. So we have a lot of different equipment that we pay for, whether it's maintenance costs or we have to pay daily for internet and tanks and stuff like that. So this week in diving probably cost us a couple $100 to do the live streaming with you guys. Not to mention the time, but it cost us out of our pocket like between $200 and $350 for us to do all the streams we've done this week.
Gas alone is like around $100 a week.
What?
Gas alone is like that.
Oh, I didn't even include gas in my estimation just now. So yeah, diving does cost a little bit of money. It's not much. You usually just kind of get certified, buy your gear, and you're good. And you can rent tanks. And if you go every single day, you'll spend $150 a week. If you're diving all the time, like we are. But it's the live streaming gear that kind of eats away at the costs. But we love you guys. We actually did just come in. There was something else I really wanted to talk about. So I mentioned the corals. I mentioned, the shell giveaway. You want to hold that up? Because I have to go over who our top gifter was for the day to help fund these dives and help out. But we have these awesome shells that I got. And this is our giveaway shell for today. So as long as you're in the US, we're going to go contact our top gifter and send you some Dive Live goodies and a shell. But even if you're not like our top gifter, you guys, we appreciate you so much.
And if you don't have like money to give, you know what, like if you go and just like, comment, share, and like spread the word, that super helps us too. Follow and subscribe on YouTube when we post our replays. That helps. Like every little bit helps.
And your enthusiasm, like seeing you guys so excited and enthused, especially when I'm underwater. When I was showing everyone that purple starfish, the amount of people that were just so excited. I was excited.
The shell, I was like, the
starfish is so pretty.
And then you went over there.
The dive is over. Oh, any night dives coming up. So we're down to night dive pretty much any night. Bettina does work a couple nights a week. I work a couple nights a week. But if we're not working, we want to get in the water and dive. Unfortunately, conditions have not been great for the past few days. They have been diveable for us. Like you guys have seen us. We've been doing the live streams. But they're not good for night dives right now. So this wind and these waves you're seeing, that's not quieting down at night. When we do go night diving, especially for the streams, we have a lot of electronics that are not meant to be in the ocean with us. We do want pristine conditions for those night dives. I'm trying to block the wind, Kara. I have my hand like under the phone, but Kara, it's really windy. Yeah, the whales sing 24 hours a day. If you guys didn't know, whales don't sleep. Humpback whales don't. Other whales do. Humpback whales actually just shut off half their brain at a time when they want to rest. So they will be singing all night long. It's absolutely gorgeous when we go out on night dives and you can hear the whales singing. It's very like eerie sounding, but so beautiful. I do get that it can sound a little maybe creepy or eerie or trigger that thalassophobia when we're out there and you can hear the whales, but think about how much creepier the ocean sounds when the whales aren't here. It's just like dead, it's silent. I mean, it's not silent, the ocean's still.
You can hear like stuff eating and stuff.
Yeah, so you can still hear things. So they just float when they sleep. Yeah, they usually kind of hang out just under this water. I have seen a lot of the mommy whales resting. Like they'll have their newborn babies and the baby will be playing and swimming around. We'll be on our kayak just hanging out and you'll see the mom like done for, like any mom with a newborn baby, just resting on the surface and not moving.
It's like, I gotta take a nap now. You can Just go play by yourself. Be quiet.
And if you guys ever want to listen to the whales, you don't even have to be a scuba diver. Anybody who is in Hawaii in the winter time, you can, especially at the beginning of whale season, like the end of December and all through January, if you guys just go snorkel and dive down like 2 feet, you'll hear them. It's stunning. It is true that I tried telling you this underwater, the deeper we get in the water, the louder the whales sound. Keep in mind, you are in an underwater case and everything to you sounds pretty muffled. It's one of the big reasons you have a hard time hearing me on the communication mask. We are underwater. You're in this really thick, heavy duty underwater case. So you're not hearing the sound as well as we do. Those whales are deafeningly loud at some points. Like they are so loud.
Sounds like a whole herd of cows.
Yeah, that's why you kind of see me like frantically kind of looking around because they get so loud. I can like feel it in my chest. I'm like, I know they are right here. And the boat was really loud too. And I know they sound loud to you guys because I do go watch the replays. I do make some content. We post that on the page. We are not in Lahaina. We are McKenna side, so Kihei side. Lahaina's over there. Whoop. So that is going to be Lahaina side right over there. But I do want to let you guys know, as somebody who films this and listens to the audio and the video all the time, it is much louder in person. So if you ever have the opportunity to see the whales for yourself, I highly recommend. You can see all these boats out here. All out here looking for whales. If you can ever check out the whales, I always recommend kayaks. It's like the most peaceful way to not disturb these new mothers and mating whales. There's no engines, no motors, and just be respectful, please. And follow all. I have so many videos of whales, you guys. Like, I have hundreds of hours of videos of whales that I have taken. So if you guys want me to post those, I can post those. I have a lot of whale encounters. Post them. I have a lot. It's what got me to fall in love with the ocean. Was my first, it was like almost 2 years of kayaking every single day in the winter time, and spending as much time as I could with the whales. And it was magical. But that's what got me into these live streams, and scuba diving. And Bettina,
You're like, I know what let's do. You're like, we could just do this. Oh man, it's been like a long learning curve.
oh yeah. Well, let's start off with, I know what we can do. Let's get like scuba certified. We'll be in the ocean all the time. We won't be above it. And that sounded
She
cool.
was like, let's get scuba certified. That way we can scuba with the whales.
Yeah. And then I was,
Yeah.
and then it was like, I know what we can do. We can live stream underwater. And you just saw all my friends looking at me like, okay, Brittany, what are you doing? Oh, thank you, Rebecca. That was so sweet. Oh, hey y'all. Okay, also, by the way, I will go over the top gifters. Probably I have to do it more so when the live ends, just because I don't want to mess up who the top gifter was, but I will message you, and then I don't want to like announce gifters and be wrong, or I don't want that gifter to be here and be sad. I want to get over my fear of the ocean by getting scuba certified. Smart or no? That's a catch-22 for you. Their dance. Take a discovery course. Like, you can actually, before you get certified, hire an instructor. They'll do some lessons with you, get you comfortable in the water, and then take you on a short scuba dive, instead of paying for the whole certification process and realizing it's not for you, because sometimes it isn't. Sometimes people like me, you guys, by the way, I was so scared of the ocean at one point and all the animals in it. Let me just tell you. I have really bad anxiety. This was not something, if you told me 5 or 6 years ago that I would be live streaming scuba dives underwater with sharks and whales, just all kinds of stuff every day, like all my friends and we would have all laughed at you. Would have been great. Maybe. I don't know. I'm pretty crazy. I've done crazy things, but...
Oh, you always have crazy ideas. Everybody's like, I have an idea. Everybody's like, okay, this is going to be fun.
What if I get fat and can't cut my wetsuit? You guys, you squeeze yourself into the wetsuit.
Yeah,
it's fine. It's a saucification. What? And getting it off? Yeah. But again, I recommend doing a discovery dive. You might have a fear of the ocean and being in the water, and you could get down there and just be like, oh my God, this is where I'm meant to be. Like, and it does happen like that. Like, you could really be scared of the ocean and what's in there and worried and concerned and have anxiety and get in there and be completely fine. That's not even like out of this realm impossibility. It's actually very high. But you could also be really comfortable in the ocean, like my daughter, and have issues scuba diving. And it could scare you. So it goes the other way too. Thank you, Bethany. Oh, and all the jellyfish. You guys are being so sweet today. Oh, and I'm so sorry. We are done for. Thanks, Bethany. We are done diving for the day, you guys. That was an awesome, super long dive. I'm scared of sharks. A lot of people are. Oh, thank you so much, Bethany. She's sending all the little jellyfish. Okay, by the way, you guys, this is Bettina. You want to say a fun fact about yourself?
Fun fact.
Thanks, Rebecca.
Not only do I like to scuba dive, I also like to skydive.
Oh, that's a good
A
fun
lot.
fact.
It's really fun.
That's a
Just
really
any
good one.
kind of diving.
Come to Palm Beach. I want to go to Palm Beach. Take me with you. So that's Bettina. Hi, I'm Brittany. I'm the girl on like every single live stream. Bettina's pretty much been here on all of them lately too. I'm your camera woman here. Sorry, we're kind of just watching random people on the thing. Thank you for all the gifts, you guys. I'm actually gonna, while we're staying at the ocean, see if I can figure out how to tell who the live gifters are, right? Or the top gifters. I don't want to just like call it out though and be wrong. Because right now it says Bethany is, and then Rebecca's at a close second. But I hate saying the top gifter on the live because when we end the live, it gives us our analytics for the dive. And sometimes we've said like somebody was the top gifter and they weren't, and I'm like, oh no. Yes, thank you so much, Sherry. I'm actually the one talking to you during the live on the comm mask. I know you guys can't understand everything I'm saying. I am very aware that it comes out very muffled and jumbled. Thanks for bearing with me. Just keep in mind we're using crazy tech to do this, and a lot of equipment that's not even meant to be underwater, like an iPhone. And we are underwater, so I hope you guys get the gist. We're into the ocean. I hope you guys get the gist of what I'm saying. I try to inform you of like really cool things that are happening, or I try to give you guys some facts and information, but I know you guys can't always understand me. And I see you do that, Sherry. You and a couple of other people are amazing at like translating what I'm saying. Sherry's got it down. Thank you, Rebecca. That's such a cool gift. But yeah, we have a couple of really awesome followers and people that have just been watching our dives forever that translate for y'all, and they're super sweet. I'm going to take my wetsuit off and let Bettina take over answering some questions for a minute. The last one I'm going to answer for a second is it colder the deeper underwater you get? Really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So cold when we were deep. I was just like, oh.
I mean, it's not much colder, though. It's like a degree colder.
Not necessarily much colder, but it definitely, I don't know. I feel.
You want to talk about the deepest you've ever dove while I get this wetsuit on?
All right. Deepest I've ever dove, a little over 100 feet.
Really?
Yeah.
It's like 100?
Yeah. I mean, because
Good there?
it's pretty much just Molokini. Like, we went there a couple times. That's it.
I think that I've been to like 130.
Was
had
that
to,
when
like,
you?
call
Was
that-
that when you got narked out?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. We don't go that deep because there's this thing called getting narked, and basically you get super, super, super high and then forget that you're underwater and.
I don't think that's what it feels
Or,
like.
I
It
don't
more
know.
feels like this feeling of like I am one with the universe and I could die now and everything's fine.
Yeah. Yeah. No, you just
not
don't
good.
care.
It's laughing gas. It's like if you're on
It's like laughing gas, yeah. Well, because of the nitrogen. Yeah, nitrogen's building up. That's
Yeah.
what causes it. Molokini, I saw a comment about how deep is Molokini. I think it gets like to like 300 or 400 feet,
Yeah.
which we are not certified to go to.
We do not do that.
In order to go really deep, you guys, you have to have like a super special certification. It's called tech diving, and you have lots of tanks with you and specialized like air. It is a whole
Ooh, can you
whole
explain
thing.
real quick?
Any deeper you go, the darker it gets.
Not really. Not.
Well,
it takes a while.
It takes a while. It takes a while. Yeah, a little bit, but it takes a while.
Not enough for you guys to ever notice on a live. Can you explain to them air and depth?
Okay. Yeah. So guys, the deeper that we go and hang out, the less time our air lasts because the air is compressed. So like as we're going deeper, it's like we have less. It's not like we have less and less air, but your air lasts less and less
it's
time.
like we have less air. It feels like that.
Yeah. I don't know. Your air just doesn't last as long if you're really deep. So you
Steal that
can't.
from you. All right, I think light travel's down to 600 feet. Thank you, Karen. That is why we don't really notice. When we're at like 130 feet, it doesn't really seem darker. We don't know when the next night dive is going to be. It really depends on when the weather gets better, you guys. It is looking like a couple more days of this really windy, choppy, strong current weather. So we're just hoping for next week. Oh, and we saw Holly today again.
Yeah.
By the way,
We saw the good stuff.
we
today.
saw all the good stuff today.
Holly, we saw eel out swimming, 2 huge shells.
Do you ever panic thinking you can't breathe? Panicking is not great underwater, TJ. With how much we dive, we have to be very in control of our panickiness. I mean, I think you guys have seen me panic a couple of times on the lives over the past couple of years, but it is usually over equipment. And even then, I feel like we handle it really well. Last year, I did have my full face communication mask break underwater. So I went to go take a breath and it just wasn't working. So it was definitely a panic moment and I couldn't breathe. But we handled it so well, and we were live streaming and I was able to like calmly remove the mask, replace it with my emergency gear that I carry on me, and then we were actually able to post that. Thank you, Bethany. Oh, and we were able to post Brittany panics at the worms. That's what it is. It's like weird stuff that causes me to panic.
It is weird things.
But we did post that video of that unfortunate incident happening on our TikTok page. I could probably repost it for you guys, but what happens when we panic? I panic over weird stuff. What is it? It's like worms, like hordes of worms in my face. I can't. I can't. I think I've even called a dive over that before.
They try to get your
They get in your ears and it's awful. And then what is it? It's the turtles. The turtles. The turtles at night cause me to panic. Like I will straight up just shut off my flashlight and sit there in the dark and pretend like they're not there. Sea worms. There are sea worms. I would have freaked if I couldn't breathe. And a lot of people do. It's actually a very normal reaction. Again, though, with the type of equipment, thanks, Rebecca, you guys are cute. With the type of gear that we're using and what we're doing for work, we aren't in a position to fully freak out. We got to handle ourselves as calmly as we can, and that's going to keep us super safe. So we have backups for everything, you guys. There's no need for us to panic. And we know what to do in most emergencies. We are not going back in the water. Natalie, great question. Do you have issues with your ears or sinuses and pressure change? Yeah. Yes. Yes.
I feel like my ears have been wet for seriously like the last 2 weeks. Like I sit there all day and I'm like.
So we've had to call dives multiple times. When I say call dives, it means like we get in the water and decide we can't dive. So that happens a lot when we've done a few dives in a row, and it's a lot of ascent and descent or up and down during the dive. It'll actually mess up our ears and sinuses, and then we'll go out to dive the next day and we aren't able to. Everybody wants to know, what about eating beforehand? We're always starving after the dive.
I don't
so,
eat before.
Yeah,
I do not eat before.
you can eat before, I'm sure.
It makes me feel sick. I don't like it.
Really?
Some people.
Oh, you can eat before.
I cannot eat before. I will go all day and not eat.
Everybody wants to know why I panic about the turtles. I'll actually post a video today. But I don't know what it is about me. But the turtles are really drawn to the flashlights. Like they love it at night and they will like come investigate the light. Everyone's always yelling at me like, stop blinding the turtle and you're disturbing them. And I'm like, do not want to disturb them at all. Trust me. I'm going to stay over here in my little corner. But at night they're like drawn into the light, and then once they realize there's like a creature behind the bright light, they kind of freak out. And I've just had them like ram me before a few times, like really big turtles, And it's created this, like, as soon as I see a turtle at night, I'm just like, nope. And I just shut off my light. I don't want anything to do with that. They're done for the day. They aren't saying they can't. Yeah, we're done for the day, you guys. I gotta go pick up my girls here soon. We have work and adulty things to do. And on top of it, we actually have to leave this dive site and spend the next hour cleaning gear, organizing it, and getting it put away for the day. So turtles usually aren't aggressive. They're just very curious. You can spook them at night, and we don't want to do that. Hence why I turn off my light. But I can tell you right now, at night, I would way rather see a shark than a turtle. Like 100%. I'm all about the sharks. Like, film that.
Film that round and round and round until you get tangled in the cord.
And they are curious, and they're animals, and they're really amazing. I'm sure they can sense energies that we can't even like comprehend. So, I mean, it's just so cool to think about everything that's going on in the ocean and how interconnected everything is, and we just can't even like fathom it. It's so cool. Hi from California. We're doing good. At the bottom of the ocean, there were shards of shells or stones. So that's a lot of different stuff you saw. And I know exactly what you're talking about when we were diving today, and we would come across areas of the seafloor that were just full of debris. And that's going to be everything. It is going to be shards of shells. It's going to be a lot of coral pieces, but that is all ocean debris that you were seeing, and it's just what makes up sand. But great question. We found a lot of really cool shells today, you guys. It's like, oh my God. And so many cool shells with the snail inside, the invertebrate inside. And keep in mind, a lot of these shells that we found today with the invertebrates still inside, and that's their home, and they made that shell, they're actually predatory snails. So that giant horned helmet that we showed you right before that starfish, I was trying to explain this underwater, that is a predatory snail that eats sea urchins, starfish, and a bunch of other things. Oh yeah, me too. So cool. That one giant shell, a lot of people asked me why I moved it, and it's because I could see inside of the shell. There was nothing in the shell. So I was flipping it over to see if we could get the entirety, the whole view of it, and we did. I got a nice shot of it. It was gorgeous. And then I flipped it back over just so it could be a home for another animal, maybe. A lot of times when you find shells, there's like fish in them and hermit crabs. I've never seen a seahorse zesty ever, and we look.
I want to see one so bad. I have a tattoo.
She has a tattoo of a seahorse. She wants one.
Because I want a seahorse.
And where we're going to find the seahorses is that's what we're looking for a lot of times when we're out there. When we're listening to the whales today and we're just hanging out over the seagrass, that is where the seahorses are. And keep in mind, they are super tiny. They're super teeny tiny. So we do look for them. It's going to happen. Oh, it was on that shell. That was an invertebrate worm that was on the shell. If we saw it, I'm going to have to go look up the exact species. I've never seen that before.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
And something to keep in mind.
Get that deep, but it was cool.
It was pretty cool.
I was like, hey.
No, it was cool. Keep in mind, you guys, a general rule of thumb to go with is everything in the ocean is venomous or poisonous.
Like a lot.
Like I just tell myself it's everything. Just pretty much. So do not, don't touch things. No touchy. Just know, I mean, I know not everything is, but really for the most part, just tell yourself that, because even the coral is venomous.
Either
like,
it's venomous or you will hurt it.
Yeah. Or you're gonna, yeah. So just don't touch anything. Brittany, have you seen any whales breaching? Yes, Bella. There are a couple of videos I want to post for you guys. I've been in my kayak and had whales breach literally right next to me, like closer than where these people are sitting next to us. I have had some hardcore crazy whale encounters that are amazing and incredible, and I have a lot of them on video too, so I just got to post some of, and the only problem and the only reason I don't post all of them is because I'm like screaming. You guys think I'm like enthusiastic and loud underwater? Like, put me on a kayak with a whale.
Yeah. Get a video that goes viral. Not because
screaming. But I'll work on that today. I wanted to post a couple of videos today. I want to talk about Holly a little and post some videos from the past 2 days of Holly the hawksbill. She's our local resident hawksbill sea turtle. And then I have to post some whale videos for you guys, and I want to get some of those turtle clips of the turtles kind of coming at me, so you can see where that fear comes from. Does the force of the whale swimming kind of pull you in? No, I've never had that happen. I've had whales like directly under my kayak swimming, and you can like see their tail like curve under the kayak, and it doesn't pull the kayak any which way. In the couple of times in my life where I was fortunate enough to be in the water and had a whale encounter where they came up to us, I don't think they got close enough for there to be that kind of a pull on us. But keep in mind that whales are really intelligent. They're a lot smarter than we give them credit for, so I don't think they're going to do anything to intentionally
things are very
hurt a person. They're very spatially aware. Super, super cool. How can we tell it's Holly and not another turtle? That's a great question, and one of the things I wanted to talk about in the video about Holly is how we identify her. The quickest way to identify her really is to check if she's a female and check her size. And then she does have some patterns on her face. She also has a blue mark on her shell from one of the conservation societies marking her shell. So we kind of just look for all those factors. The other thing to keep in mind is there are less than 100 breedable, like able to mate female hawksbill sea turtles left in the entire world. In the whole world, Hawaiian hawksbill sea turtles. So the fact that we are seeing a hawksbill sea turtle of that size, that's a female, in the same spot repeatedly for the past couple of years in a row with that blue mark on her shell, and a couple of the markings that we can identify very quickly, it's very easy to guess that it's Holly. You guys can probably even yell it out next time. But just in the Hawaiian Islands alone, that's where all of the Hawaiian hawksbill sea turtles live. And that's thousands and thousands of miles of land, ocean, atolls, and islands to cover. And there's only about 100 of those females left in the wild. So when we do encounter her, it's more than exciting. It's more than just being like, oh my gosh, this is an endangered animal, or this is a sea turtle. It's more than that. It's the last time, and we're probably one of the last generations that's going to get to see that species of animal. So it's very special to document her behavior, her eating habits. She actually followed us today. Did you notice that? She straight up followed us out, and I was like, what is that? And then I turned around and she was like hard coming at us. I was like, excuse me, Holly.
She's like, you're talking about me.
Tanya, they're declining for a bunch of different reasons. Mainly, of course, it's going to be the human causation. So until eating sea turtles was outlawed, they were just heavily hunted, almost to the point of extinction. And now with there's just the variances in ocean temperatures and their food sources, which is the algae that they eat out of the corals, as well as the destruction of the beaches where they lay their eggs, is causing a lot of the issues with the Hawaiian hawksbill sea turtle. And it's very difficult to like find their nests to protect their babies for them. When the people have tried. So it's just a whole not fun situation. And at this point, there's so few of them left. I mean, if there were any baby hawksbills, they would be extremely difficult to find. Please keep in mind all sea turtles, whether you're a hawksbill sea turtle or a green sea turtle, they'll come up here. They're going to lay their eggs once a year if they mate. And then those babies are going to try to get back into the ocean. Many are not going to make it on that little short journey into the water, and only about 1 in every 100, is it 100 or 1,000? I think it's every 1,000 sea turtles makes it to maturity. These sea turtles head way out and deep into deep ocean. We have no idea where they go, these tiny little baby turtles, and they don't come back for anywhere from 5 to 10 years. So if Holly was able to have a successful clutch of babies, the likelihood of any of them surviving is very slim, and that's just with the factors in the ocean. And if one of them was to survive, we wouldn't even know for 10 to 20 years from today. They don't make it into the water. A lot of it's just due to predators and the sun and stuff like that. The predators that we worry about out here are going to be more like the animals we've released in Hawaii, like chickens and cats and stuff like that. Plus, it's pretty dangerous getting into the water in a lot of different areas on the beach. And when you're a tiny little sea turtle, it's even worse. And then once they get out into open ocean, they are super tasty for like every animal that lives in the ocean. And we have no idea where they go. No scientists, nobody knows where they are once they leave the shallow reef, and they do not come back until they're out of a more mature age. They're just out somewhere in deep ocean, and we have no idea what they're doing. It is crazy. And they have trouble making it out of the nest as well. Thank you so much, Kara. That is another huge, big factor. I don't know, Lisa. I would have to look into that more. From my understanding, there have not been any recent successful Hawaiian hawksbill sea turtle breeding programs. That being said, it would be borderline criminal to even attempt to do something like that at this point, with so few of them left, to pull a male and a female or a few of them out of the wild to attempt a breeding program that might take decades to complete. I just don't think would be in the best interest of the few living hawksbills that we do have left in Hawaii. I mean, but I don't know. I'm not a scientist studying hawksbill sea turtles, so that is a very, very, very vague, uneducated opinion, you guys. That's just my knowledge there. So don't take that fully to heart. I can also do some more research, and we can talk to some of our scientists that we do know out here and see what's going on in that department. Sea life parks are a no-go. Absolutely not. Some of the best water parks in Mexico were sea life parks, and my daughter wanted to go so bad. But luckily, my girls are very well versed in the living free and in the wild mantra that we say. So once I told them, like, we can't go to that water park because there's dolphins, they were all sad and upset. I do love, absolutely adore the Maui Ocean Center. If you guys are ever here, please go visit them. They are one of the only programs in the entire world that is a full catch and release aquarium, meaning that pretty much every animal that you see in the Maui Aquarium is only there temporarily. It was caught to either help them breed and up their numbers or for health reasons. And they are kept in the aquarium for a short period of time and then released back into the ocean. So we're huge supporters of the Maui Ocean Aquarium. All the sharks you see there, a lot of them are very small babies, and they're being raised up to like adolescence and then let go back into the wild. It's just such a cool program that we support a lot. So we support stuff like that. I'm just not a fan of like the let's catch wild animals and then keep them in cages programs for no reason. All right, guys, but that was a fun chat. I have to go see who our winners were. Thank you guys so much. I actually think we had a couple of people gifting like a lot. I'm pretty sure Rebecca and Bethany were just like super on it. So I do have a couple of shells. So I'll probably just pick a couple of winners and get a hold of you guys. Definitely Bethany and Rebecca, because you guys freaking crushed it. Supported us so much. Definitely helped us pay for some dives and stuff like that. We appreciate you. And Shelby, thank you so much, Kara, for staying on that. So I do want to go pick a couple of winners just for how generous everyone was and how sweet. And we love you guys, and I don't want anyone to be like sad because they were off by like 10 coins. That's the worst. And for everybody else who just gifted like a few roses, that still helps so much, not just like financially, but it helps our algorithms a ton. And for anybody that can't gift, I feel it. Like, trust me, I feel that so hard. Just your enthusiasm, your questions, your shares, your comments, and you being here with us is like why we're doing what we're doing. We're getting out on these dives with you guys every day to bring you the ocean and get you guys to fall in love with the ocean just as much as we have. So we can get you guys to love it and get attached to these animals. Trust me, you guys are gonna care so much more, and we can all make little tiny changes in our daily lives, even if it's just knowledge that we're spreading around to people we know. It does make a huge difference, you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We're gonna get in the car, clean some gear. I'm gonna go start messaging a few people. For everybody who donated today, thank you for all of our winners of the shells. I'm gonna go ahead and add you on TikTok so that we're able to DM each other on TikTok. And I'm gonna let you guys say bye to Bettina, the beautiful Bettina. And I'm gonna get going as well. Say bye, ocean, bye, beautiful whales and whale song. And we're gonna go clean some gear. Choo! But everyone, and then yes, oh my gosh, and thank you to our mods. Please give a huge shout out. I know a lot of our mods aren't on anymore, but thank you guys for being respectful to our mods and showing them lots of love. They're always answering questions for you underwater, keeping the peace, keeping everything upbeat. And a lot of those general questions that come through, like where are you? What's the depth? What are we looking at? Even some of the fish identification, they're just so good at hopping on that and helping you all out. We love our mods. They're absolutely incredible. And as you guys know, Kara was on pretty much the whole dive, and she's one of our main divers here on the page. She's just not here right now. But they're awesome. All right, but I gotta go. We gotta go clean gear, and Bettina's just sitting here like done for. All right, guys, but we will hopefully see you tomorrow. Fingers crossed for amazing weather. And regardless, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Love you guys. Bye. Bye.